Welcome back to the Schmoedown replay. What's going on, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And
we are a team, by the way.
yeah. Feels like it's been forever since we've done this.
Yeah. We are a team, and we're about to do the teams tournament. Seems appropriate.
We're a team of reactors reacting to the teams tournament in a team style, teamly. Team.
Very well said.
Did you know team backwards is kind of like meat?
I mean, yeah, it's more like met. This is the quality content y'all are here on the Cinefanatics for, is us mispronouncing words backwards. Anyways, this is the play-in match for the Schmoedown Teams Tournament. This is the Witching Power versus... Who are they playing? The Misfits?
The Misfits.
So looking at the brackets real quick. So we're looking at the lower left-hand corner here. Witching Power versus the Misfits. Who's going to win this one? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Who do you got on this?
You're so good at setting things up.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing. For this instance, I think we have to resort back to where we were at the start of towards the beginning of all the reacting to the different factions and everything. We are initially dungeon heads on this channel until some manager picks us up for a different faction. We are dungeon heads on this channel. That's how we roll here. So I feel like I speak for the both of us. I'm going to have to speak for the both of us on this one when I say we got to go with the Misfits on this. Eric Zipper and Adam Witt.
Yeah. I agree. Again, for the same exact reasons you said. Now, there's also a part of me that wants to go with... What's up, Buck? There's a part of me that wants to go with Witching Power just because you got Perry and Haley, both massive horror fans, and the horror fan in me wants to go with
see,
that's my posse right there, basically.
If you're not going with the dungeon, then you're just a horror.
Might want to rephrase that.
No, I said horror.
Horror. Okay.
You might want to open your ears.
I did. Jeez. I got ear pods in them, but still doesn't sound right. Anyways, as we go into this, we will be talking about our bracket later. Our bracket, we're going to go through it and kind of narrow down who we think is going to win what. But we're waiting to see the results of this play-in match, and then that way we have a good, clear idea of how the rest of this tournament's going to be. So, again, we haven't seen this match yet, so please, no spoilers in the chat. If you do have questions, comments, there is the streamlabs.com/cinefanatics. Make sure you send questions, comments, anything up there. There's also Super Chat available, so you can send in questions that way as well. Also, do not forget patreon.com/cinefanatics. Changes are coming to that. Some of them have already started. If you're a part of our Patreon, we've kind of changed a few things that you can now see on there. There's more changes coming, and they're probably coming very soon. So keep an eye on there. A lot of good stuff coming up for that. If you do, again, we haven't seen it. If you do want to spoil this for us, as always, streamlabs.com/cinefanatics. You can spoil to your heart's content at that website, as long as there's numbers attached. Who are we looking at as far as managers going into this? You said we got Dungeon.
Yeah, so you got Dungeon. So you got Kaiser, and Kaiser's going to be firing off at Coy, who is the manager of the Witching Power over on the Quirky Mercs. Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting combo because Coy's one that can put up a fight when he's backed into a corner and needs to, but Kaiser's also literally a mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So that is it's going to be a fun one between the two of them. These are two managers I actually really enjoy watching, so I can't wait to see how they duke it out for their team.
Well, we're going to have a decently lengthy episode, I feel like, on this tonight. So let's jump into this match, and let's see how our boys in the dungeon perform against the Scary Perry and the Witching Power. That sounds like a 80s, like She-Ra, the Princess of Power. It's like Scary Perry and the Witching Power.
Scary Perry and the Witching Power.
I want to see that cartoon. That sounds fantastic.
Ooh, gotta let that video buffer a little bit. There it goes. All right, we're good.
What is
Hello,
up with
everybody,
Adam?
Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown.
He's doing
the teams tournament is about to begin.
The Mad Max
We
Fury Road
start
thing.
The match with
Is that what that is?
play-in to get into the tournament. I am Christian Harlow. Thank you for joining us, and I am joined, as always, by Mark Ellis. Mark, the play-in match, the singles tournament is done. It's gone.
That reminds me.
Over.
Remember
Now
how
we have to
earlier
find out
this
who's
year we
gonna
were
be playing
talking about the
champions, but
apocalypse?
We got to get through this 9-team tournament, and we start with the play.
Well, it came true. It just didn't have anything to do with Deep 13.
I think everyone watching should
No,
relish this
apparently it has to do with the
opportunity for a
Misfits,
play-in
though.
match. Why? Because you might be watching the next champion of a Schmoedown tournament.
I'll call that out
We've
when we get
seen
there.
the runs.
Yeah.
The play-in fodder has gone on in a Star Wars tournament.
We haven't seen this episode, but we have seen pictures on Twitter.
Journeys into the
And,
tournament, possibly winning the
the
whole
pieces
thing.
of promos
Will
that they
happen
always
at the team
use to
tournament?
promote.
We're about to kick this play-in match off.
Go
I don't
figure.
know
They
who
use
the
promos to
squads we
promote.
have
That's
assembled
crazy.
today. I don't know who to pick.
That's
I
what
don't
I
know
use
who
them
to root
for.
I just know a lot of.
I also
correct
use them for
trivia
other things,
answers
but we
are
won't go
about
into
to be
that.
given.
You just said it in the play-in
Doesn't
match.
make
I mean,
any
our
sense.
winner of the massive.
It does on
tournament
this
that we
side
just
of the
had
lens.
was Adam Collins. He was the winner of it, and he was a play-in match. Well, now we're going to
You
have
live in
some,
an interesting world.
newer teams, a lot of newer teams in this tournament, and we start by the play-in match. The Dungeon has had a bit of a rough go. Their rookie sensation
I mean,
Parker didn't
that's
get
a way
as
to
far
say
as
it.
They thought he was going to get. Their unbeatable
been rough.
champion Smets lost his first title defense against Chandru. They haven't had a lot of success.
I'd rather not remember that
this
one.
year. Eric Zipper has been their biggest point getter of the year. He had a nice run in Inner Geekdom. He did well in singles, and he's here in teams. He has been the best player for the Dungeon, bar none. Adam Witt has been a great coach on the sidelines for the team also. So pairing them up, these two misfits, putting them together, it is a combination that could prove very successful for the Dungeon.
Yeah, but Christian, when you look at the Dungeon, they've fallen on hard times, as you mentioned, and maybe it has nothing to do with the competitors, or in this case, the team of competitors. Could it be the manager, Kaiser? What's he been doing in Vegas? Is he gambling away any money that he might have won from betting on his previous matches? Is he the Pete Rose of the Schmoedown? But then on the other side, you got Perry Nemiroff and Haley Fauch teaming up in the Justice of Coy Jandra, who, as we saw in the singles tournament, had a nice run with the Quirky Mercs. And you don't get mouthier as far as correct movie answers than Perry and Haley.
I am, and maybe I'm showing my card too. This is one of the teams I'm most excited for. And for a lot of different reasons, because both Perry and Haley, I think they both would say that they know there's this fire in the both of them. Like I can tell you from talking to them behind the scenes, that I remember Haley coming up to me and saying, "I want to play."
What's going on, Tyler?
Play more
How's it going?
She wants to play more. She had a good run with the Scream Queens. Perry Nemiroff has had a brand new life for the Schmoedown, and she credits Coy Jandrew and working with the Mercs in general. But you saw what she did in that singles tournament, beating Mike Kalinowski and then almost beating Mark Riley. She's back. She's back with a vengeance, and teaming her up.
I kind of would have
with
liked to have seen her like tear through Riley as well.
Co-host. Miss
Yeah.
Fauch. This is going to be
You would
an
have
interesting combination.
That's the thing about Perry is I would
Same
actually like to see her
Who knows
succeed
the
in
game
the
the best?
Schmoedown
Who's
because
going to play the best? Who's
she
gonna
strikes
be
me
the
as
most
somebody
winning?
who should be
wants it more?
at the top of
We're
the
gonna find
top
out,
of the
and
game.
we're going to find out exactly how we got here today. Right now.
Promo time.
A lights out match. I can't wait for him and Witt to get together and play tag.
Get this guy ready for a team's tournament. It's a loss today, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be a win down the road for him somewhere on.
Oh yeah.
I just rewatched Fury Road for probably the 250th time, and it's become clear to me that that's where we are.
We have traveled the wasteland, liberating toilet paper from the toilet paper warlords and giving it to the citizens, and socially distancing their heads from their bodies.
Adam Witt is the Dungeon MVP this year, stepping in as a player, coach, a manager. So when he tags up with Zip, we're going to run through the league.
Adam Witt has been helping me adjust to the wasteland that is Los Angeles. He got me the spray for when we win. Oh my God.
You've heard of the Odd Couple, Final Exam, the Founding Fathers. These are known quantities within the Schmoedown. Today, we introduce an unknown quantity.
I'm gonna come back and keep playing if you'll have me.
I am pairing Harry Nemiroff with the great Haley Fouch and forming the Witching Power.
Oh yeah. It's my catchphrase tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
So while Dewey's finishing setting up all of the Halloween decorations, I want to talk a little Witching Power right now.
You want to see how she just played now? Wait until her next round. Wait until she has her friend, fellow movie trivia genius in her corner.
I played in the single matches. I discovered strategy and also playing the game for fun again. Now I'm jumping into playing a teams match with one of my absolute best friends.
You've seen how scary
Dewey is
Harry
awesome.
can
That
be.
is an
He's
awesome
played the
cat.
Game of a lifetime.
Dewey's pretty great.
With
Why can't you be that awesome?
The Witching Power thinks
Not even
some
here.
spells are going to protect them. Like this is a lovely jaunt through a mystical forest.
We looked around and we saw what the world looked like, and we said the apocalypse is here. So we're going to act like it. And you know what I think? I think this is a lovely day to win at some movie trivia.
It's a lovely day. A very lovely day.
We are winning Valhalla. It's over, Johnny. It's over. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm hoping he's using like the silver hairspray and not actual silver paint. And if he is using silver paint, I'll hope it's the Rust-Oleum brand. They have a good product. Please
I hope
sponsor
he's
us.
spraying something into his mouth that's non-toxic, is what we should be saying. And I feel like obviously that's what he's doing.
Whole thing, the whole.
I would like to think so, but
no, they can't. They're mathematically, they just don't have enough.
It's 2020 and everyone's lost their mind.
There can be something to be said about taking this tournament, and for Zipper's
Oh yeah, dig it.
So you know whether or not this is he going to stay with the dungeon? We don't know. But
That's
what's
right,
gonna
brother.
happen to him and
Oh,
Rick
yeah,
can win the
brother.
championship. And if Haley,
I only
Harry
give
do,
like
they're gonna put
20%
Coy
on
in
that.
an interesting position because of the
I got you for
and,
3
and the
minutes.
kids of it all. So
Later.
lot to happen, lot to be said. And I
Okay,
can't
that
wait
was
for
more
this
like
match to start.
15% on my part.
Oh, it's
but-
going to be great, Christian.
Bonesaw is ready.
A couple witch movies. Will this match end like
That was like
the match
110%.
where you see witches flying
I
on
commit.
brooms
This is a
to
little
tie
too
a race
much.
in a
I
contest,
really
or
commit.
will it end like the Wizard of Oz, where unfortunately Perry and Haley melt into nothing because
Ooh.
Adam and Eric were able to dump some water on them. Christian, we're about to find out. Before we meet our competitors, it's time to bring in the managers of each faction.
yeah.
Welcome Coy, and reluctantly say Kaiser as well. Christian, you have the opening salvo.
Yeah, well, let's start with you.
Yeah, I just went from
We've had
Kool-Aid
a
Man
nice
to
run here
Macho Man
overall
to
this year. Both
The
Bibiani
yellows,
did very
oh
well.
yeah,
The
from
team did
Ferris
very
Bueller's
well
Day
in,
Off and the secret of my
tournament.
success.
You had good runs.
Save
and you
Ferris.
beat them for your first year manager.
And Michael J.
You know,
Fox.
There were some rough spots, but for the most part, it's been a really good season. How confident are you? Because obviously Shazam was in that title match.
I like how Coy just left his birthday
Harry
hat
and
on
Haley
Deadpool.
Are the team to take the Mercs to the next shot?
It's party Deadpool.
I feel like Perry
Yeah.
was my favorite underdog story in a season of underdog stories. I've used that expression quite a bit, but it wasn't true.
Kaiser,
And I
he's
feel like
Kaiser.
Haley is this equally untapped player. So at the beginning of the season, people were doubting Perry, and then they quickly learned how wrong they were. And now I feel like people just don't know what to make of
Why does
Haley.
Kaiser look
There's
like he
plays
should be
that
like
go
walking
like
down the
Errolowl.
street while his
The
brother's
combination of them
singing,
and my
"Bring it
knowing
back,
how much
do
they know
do
by
do
working with them on
do,
movie
bring it
songs.
back."
This is gonna be
While
quite
tossing a
the match.
beanbag
I'm gonna
like
keep
up in the
with
air.
it, and I see them going all the way. So I'm just excited to see it.
At least if not
And
that,
there's
then he's
two movies
walking
in
down
the
with Bruno
works.
Mars.
Much like Fight
Yeah.
Club, they're the same rule. 1 and 2 is have fun, and they're gonna have fun today.
What's that?
That's really
It's that
Kaiser
Michelle
on the other
Pfeiffer, that white
side of the
gold, or
spectrum.
something like that.
Some
If you
people
don't
are
know,
saying
don't
you
try.
have a gambling
You know.
problem. Others are just saying no.
It's
Kaiser
an
has a
entertainment factor
competition
here.
Problem. But my question's simple.
It's this here, that ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold.
Yes,
Well,
that thing.
Yeah.
I left the desert wasteland of
Stop.
Las Vegas,
Wait a minute.
which you all know, only to arrive in a very dystopian Los Angeles, overrun by motorcycle gangs and false comic book prophets like Coy Jandrew, who apparently also tried to hijack the city's fresh water supply while I was gone. I got news for you, Coy. That ain't being quirky. That's just being deceitful, okay? But the good news is my good friend Max Rockatansky picked me up at the Greyhound station. So here we are. You know, I don't even know who we're...
All the way from Australia to...
The Real Witches of Westwood or something. I mean, sounds like a WB reality
But is it
show,
the
but, hey,
Tom Hardy version or the other
we're
one?
ready to play. They've been locked in a London dungeon.
What's up, Rachel?
since March.
Hello.
Let's see what they got. Now they're stateside. We're all back.
Woo-hoo.
Well, I mean, look, guys, let me say this here too.
Wasn't that like a 90s like rap catchphrase?
He's been your ace in the hole here. He's been the guy that's get you any
when it
points.
comes out of my mouth.
Yes, it was. It was.
So,
Yes.
Yeah. When it comes out of my mouth, though, it's not.
How important is this?
Sure it is.
For this.
What's up, Cam?
Misfits, because you
I'm
might have to
white.
take a stick of dynamite and blow this whole thing up. If this
You can
doesn't
listen
go
to
the way
rap
you want.
music. It's like not a,
all white.
Mark, thank you for all the help you gave me when I was down. and
well,
out.
you can't listen to rap music. I can still
also
listen to
feel
rap
that you're
music
not
if
so
I
much.
want.
Never done anything for me, but thanks for sending me the Western Union when I needed it.
Okay.
I think Zipper is probably the most electric player in the dungeon right now.
Jake is pronounced hey ya.
MVP.
You can listen to rap music too if you want.
These two have been waiting.
Jake is
for
rap
that
music. What are you talking about?
January since they both got drafted at the Comedy Store. They looked at each other from
Like
across the room
literally.
and said, "Hey, let's take a run at this thing." We came up with about 65 different names. None of them flew, and now the Misfits are here to represent. I like.
Thanks
how
for
they
joining us,
are
everybody. Glad to have you all here.
are
Yeah.
going back home to Coy's tool
Gonna have
shed
some
and
fun tonight
maybe to make
answering
some Star Wars
movie
dolls,
trivia
whatever you
questions
guys do on
and
the
listening to
weekends.
Kaiser.
All right. Well, look. Good luck to the both.
Or not
of you,
listening to Kaiser,
to both
whatever
of
just
you.
happened there.
Guys, you know what? Because I really, what could I have done for you that would make you feel better? Good luck. And we will see you in just a minute, my friend. All right, Mark. So,
Oh my gosh.
I love I want to see a sitcom of just Christian and
We
Kaiser,
are ready to bring in our teams. Are you ready?
like the two of them together and getting into like
Western Union.
funny situations.
Yeah, and then you got Gucci busting in like Kramer.
Oh, Gucci! Oh, Gucci's got to be in that. Yeah.
Makes sense. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia.
And then Mark is there as the straight man that just has to put up with them.
Introducing first, representing.
This better be a dynamic show because so far you got like 4 like lead men that are all going to be dominating over each other in comedy.
Oh, we got top talent. We got top talent on this show.
Absolutely.
Scary Harry.
I can imagine Roka being like a Newman.
Haley, the Firestarter.
Hello, Gucci. Hello, Roka.
Outlaw.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Way back, Perry, I got to tell you, you and I texted the other day.
Dang, Haley's ready to go. Hat.
You got to put Riley in there just so we still have a person that has a Superman magnet on the refrigerator.
Yeah, perfect.
Career. How's it feel?
We're knocking this one out.
We're recasting Seinfeld with all the Schmoedown personalities is what we're saying.
This match in particular was the easiest one for me to say yes to.
Who's Elaine?
Because I am sitting here playing Schmoedown with one of my best friends and my witching hour partner. It's just, this is a match made in heaven. I feel so comfortable.
I don't know.
I'm so happy to be here for the merch, and more importantly, I'm so happy to be playing with Haley.
Yeah, Haley, it seems like
Roxy?
there's a lot of excitement about this team.
That's the problem is you have so many like great like female talent in the Schmoedown, and Elaine was really like the only woman on that show.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to like pigeonhole everyone into that one role, and like I don't want to do it.
but her whole point is like bouncing off of Jerry also. So you got to pick someone who would bounce off of Christian there.
Often have rather opposing tastes. We'll be on to.
Why is Christian got to be Jerry? Why can't someone else be Jerry?
I absolutely think she knows a lot of things that I don't know, and I
don't know. For a sake of
movies I love
conversation,
best about
this
it.
conversation is getting old for me. Honestly, I'm kind of done with it.
Anyways, Haley's talking.
Oh, Haley,
She looks like a wizard.
Because obviously we haven't seen
Or
you
witch.
She looks like a witch. What's wrong with you?
and being able to make your debut here.
It's
again,
Leviosa,
or
not Leviosa.
in teams, and you're
I
coming back
think
against
witch
a guy
is
you
kind of a
have-
derogatory term, and I like the way she looks. So
So is one of the
she's a wizard
factors in this is to get a little sweet revenge on the Z-Man?
or sorceress.
Boring. I'm not really revenge
Look, if girls
oriented,
want to grow up
but I
and
look
be
forward to seeing him.
wizards,
I
they
haven't seen
can.
any of you, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Boys can grow up and be witches now.
Why did this get so PC all of a sudden?
I don't know. Where is PC at?
I haven't seen PC in a while. Where is PC?
PC, where you at?
A team up in Anarchy. So I'm always kind of like, I'm never going to be Zipper, down with Zipper. He started as my teammate too. But yeah, I want to win.
Great point. All right. Well, Perry, Haley, good luck. We will see you in just a moment as we await your opponents. All right. The Witching Power making their debut, and now. And their opponents representing
Well,
the Dungeon. Making
I love that part of the dungeon theme. Just dropping Kaiser in there. That's so perfect.
Yeah.
Adam, the Razor, Wit, and Eric, the Z-Man, Zipper,
I believe that is big props to David B. still.
Misfits. Exactly what we were talking about here. Look at these two.
I like how Eric Zipper has all these like spikes and masks and everything, and his tattoo on his arm says "Don't panic."
All right, so Z-Man, look, let's start with you, dude. You had a
I just like his flesh-colored shirt.
this season.
Yeah, that
Really
too.
well. Teaming up with Wit here, playing in three different divisions. Does it take anything out of you, or does it keep you motivated?
Zipper couldn't go full nipple here.
As you can see, I think if anything, 2020
That's
is
fair.
catching up to me. Like, I know
I'm
I've
saying he hasn't done it before. I mean, come on.
been stuck in this post-apocalyptic wasteland that is my apartment. We're about 200 days in the quarantine, which I think means I've watched Fury Road 200
I mean, he's rocking the
times.
right mask.
And
Yeah.
you know what? Everything else is out the window. Like, we're just going to keep
I
the
think if
train
you told
rolling.
everybody who
The
doesn't want to wear a
apocalypse
mask
is
that they can
here.
wear
We
this
are
kind of
bringing
mask, they'd be like,
pain and
well, you know what?
destruction
Now, on second
Let's
thought,
do this. I'm ready.
I'd wear it at work.
Christian, it's good to see
I
both
like that kind
gentlemen
of mask.
escape from that basement in Pulp Fiction. Adam, let me ask you the next question. When you look at the Witching,
I'd wear that mask at work. And again, I work at a cable company, so I get bombarded with the why is our bill so high? I'd be like, you want to ask that question again?
yeah.
Well,
The story behind Z-Man is
really embraced
that
the
he's
post-apocalyptic
Z-Man.
lifestyle. Obviously, the dungeon is out of contention here, and so we are here
You
to
just made that
everybody.
up.
waste.
Yeah.
To
Anyways,
the brackets if we
he had
can.
to excuse himself for that one.
Destruction, starting with our esteemed opponents.
All right,
I'm
well, we're
all
gonna see those
white.
esteemed opponents in just a moment here. We're going to say good luck to both the Z-Man.
Gotta stop with that.
Sorry, I just, now that I am a little less encumbered.
Thought it was funny.
I had all these mean things ready to say about the Witching Power, and then Haley said nice things about me. So, thank you. But I defeated her once,
Ooh.
and I'm ready to do it again. It's very fun to play against.
Tell him,
and,
Zipper.
It's especially fun when I win.
Ooh.
So Adam and I are ready. Let's do this.
Is the tag on his outfit sticking out and it says it's small?
And here we go.
Maybe.
The Witching Power.
Maybe.
The competitors have entered the virtual
I
battlefield.
know. I was gonna say. I feel like I know Zipper enough now that he did that on purpose.
Apocalyptic Wasteland, you can still
More than
talk
likely.
trash and be cordial.
That seems
The
very
rules of round number
zipperish.
possible.
one. Questions are
Seems very
asked in the
zipperish.
field. You may not rely on the strength of your teammates.
Hi, Lola.
Answer questions in round one. It's an individual.
No, I don't want to feed you yet.
Every point you accrue will be added to your team's
Do it.
total. There's no
Feed
penalty
me.
for missing a question. There is no stealing, at least not. in
So,
round
so behind the scenes, I just got home from work and I have to immediately do this. So my cat's like, "Hey, I haven't seen you all day."
the whiteboard. with
Put
whatever
food in me.
you prefer, as
Yeah, pretty much.
Into
I will in
your
a second.
microphone.
Chill.
I'll remind each team of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match.
It's fine. She's a cat. It means she already has food in her dish anyway that she's ignoring.
To get that correct answer from the back of your head to the front of your head or the front of
'Cause
your
that's-
face mask.
Aye.
That's how the
You have to
cat
each have
do.
one challenge to be used at any point throughout the 3-round match. Either team member may initiate a challenge. We'll bring in your manager. They'll confirm and ratify that said challenge is taking place.
Perform on
And
camera.
the host,
Perform.
Christian and I will not show favoritism to
Look cute.
the team, even if we went drinking at the Burbank Beer
The whole world is looking at you,
till the wee hours of dawn.
or at least 8 people of the whole world.
This is a great looking squad of people.
Ask Perry, are you ready?
It is.
I am ready.
Zipper,
Witness me.
I like-
Haley,
Nice. I like how the sizing of this just like puts us like right here
Wit.
with it. Like, how you doing, Perry?
What's
going on, Christian? Oh. Disappeared right when I said that.
All right, round number 1. Question number 1. In the realm of action,
So again, we're a team. Let's see how we do as a team.
was the third
Really?
film In which franchise?
Are you kidding?
Did that all purpose? That's all purpose.
PJ back here going.
That 20 bucks I slipped to work.
5, 4.
Everybody better get
3,
this right.
2.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad if y'all all get it wrong.
It would be embarrassing to miss. Mad Max.
Correct. Perry.
Mad Max.
Zip.
It would be very embarrassing to miss Mad Max.
And Haley.
Also, would just be embarrassed to miss in general. Mad Max.
There we go. So
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
As we get to the next one.
That was hilarious.
Now Kaiser.
Yeah.
Even more money.
All right, number one.
Your next
That's a
category
gimme.
is in the world of the 90s, which is the 1990s. And here's the question. Which James Bond actor plays King Arthur in the 1995 film First Night?
This is gonna be interesting.
It broke my heart when I was in like 8th grade or something, and my teacher told me that whole King Arthur thing, all made up.
Garbage. 5.
Yeah, never happened.
3. It's not a nice person. 2.
So this might be an indication of when this was filmed.
Pierce Brosnan.
That is incorrect. Zipper.
Sean Connery?
Yes. And Haley.
Sean Connery.
Yes. And Adam.
Sir Sean Connery.
All right. So the
Sean Connery, rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
and
Mr.
we see
Connery.
ourselves 4-3 as we get to our next question. Next question here is from the world of dramas. What 1992 film stars Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman as an Irish couple who immigrate to the U.S. during the 1890s and try to acquire land?
Man, them playing an Irish couple, that's a stretch.
So there's either the movie where they're a couple and a sex cult involved,
Correct.
or
The other
there's
one.
the movie where he's a NASCAR racer, or there's this one. There's only 3.
Or the other one.
2.
And I can't remember its name.
Down, please. And Haley.
Far and Away.
That is correct.
There you go.
Adam Witt.
Far and away.
Yes. Perry.
I'm trying to not write anything, so I just randomly wrote Out of Sight.
All right. And Zipper.
Good movie.
Did not have it.
Did not have it
George
all.
Clooney. It was like Far and Away. Yeah.
There, so
Perry rocking
still
a
keeping
better
1.5
strategy than I am right now.
4 as we get to our next question mark.
That's in the world of romantic comedies. I conveniently shortened it to
Rachel.
Welcome.
I
1
see what
point,
you
here's
did
the question.
there.
Andrew Lincoln holds up
Challenge that.
love messages on them for what actress to read in the film Love Actually,
Oh, yeah.
which again, it's a huge Christmas hit. Not in my household. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Nope, I'll take Scrooge.
She's one of my
And 5.
she's one of my favorites.
4, 3, 2, 1.
She looks like Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Keira Knightley.
Yes. Haley.
Keira Knightley.
Well,
Yep. Adam.
she's one of my favorites, but I can't spell her first name
Didn't
right.
have it. Perry.
Keira Knightley.
That is correct. We see ourselves tied now. 6.
Keira Knightley.
The
is
I goes
still
before the E,
perfect
except after
that
C,
miss.
guys.
5.
Whatever.
To our next question. Our next question here, which is fantasy sci-fi. Frank Marshall directed what 1995 sci-fi adventure film based on a novel by Michael Crichton, starring Laura Linney, Ernie Hudson, and Bruce Campbell?
What your
Hey, what's up? We haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing much better.
Star Wars.
Hey, man.
Great science fiction.
How's it going, Chris?
Sci-fi fantasy? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Christopher.
science fiction. Yeah.
Sci-fi fantasy?
It's been a minute.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Yeah, I don't
down,
know.
please. Adam Witt.
Amy Love Trivia. Congo.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
On a green drop drink. Congo.
Yes. Zip.
Another reference. Congo.
Cody's perfect. I said Spear.
Which one did you have? Sorry.
Congo.
I had it wrong. I said Spear, and I
Okay.
put it the good place.
All right, so we still see our so now witching power down by 1, 8-7, 8-7 as we get to our next question mark, number 6.
That's right. We're going to put that Congo question on the endangered species list. Your next query.
Hey, Christopher, I hope you're doing better now.
Comedies.
There's nothing to laugh about these days. Period.
Not false. Your question. What 2019 comedy stars actresses Caitlin Dever
Yeah, okay.
and Beanie Feldstein as high
Um,
school students on the eve of their graduation?
Just a reminder to competitors, once you're done writing.
I feel like I only know one of them immediately by name, and there's only one movie I know that she was in. I'm going to guess it's this one.
I know both of them by name. And
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And starting with Perry.
Book Smart.
Yes. Zip.
So good. Book Smart.
Yep. Haley.
Book Smart.
And Whit.
A Book of Smart.
That is correct. All
Book
right.
Smart.
Misfits keeping their
Book
1
Smart.
point lead here, 10-9, as we get to our next question. Question 7. Horror/thriller. Tobe Hooper directed this 1982 Steven Spielberg produced horror film starring Craig T. Nelson, Zelda Rubinstein, and JoBeth Williams.
I could totally see these names swapping competitors because I could see.
I know I misspelled it, but whatever.
I could see Haley and Perry as Misfits.
That's true. 5, 4, 3.
I got nothing.
2, 1. Pens down and Zip.
Poltergeist.
Yes. Haley.
Oh.
Poltergeist.
Yep. Whit.
Throwback to a time when TVs went off. Poltergeist.
Perry.
Poltergeist.
All right, so everybody.
Poltergeist.
We have
See,
so
now
far
if I study
12,
movies, I
11.
would know that Craig T.
Misfits
Nelson
holding their
was in
1
Poltergeist.
point lead as we get to our final question in round number 1, Mark.
And I'd say that question for Perry.
And I would've gotten that
almost
right.
Made up for that Mad Max.
There's
question.
also a lot of rumor that Spielberg actually directed it, not Tobe Hooper.
Round number 1's in the world of animated movies. Could
That's
be
fair.
done by hand, some stop motion, claymation, computer, or what have you. Here's the query. Ray Romano, Dennis Leary, and John Leguizamo voiced prehistoric creatures in what 2002 animated film?
Oh, yeah.
I just named 3 comedians. Which one would you prefer to see on stage, Christian?
I've seen one of them on stage.
I'll say we've seen one of them on stage.
3,
Nice dodge.
1. Pens down, please.
John Leggy
Start
Gizmo.
with Haley.
Leggy Gizmo.
Ice Age.
Correct. Adam Whit.
I'll put a different thing at the end of mine. Ice Age.
Perry.
Ice Age.
And Zip.
Ice Age?
There you go.
Us Age.
Let's kick some
Round
ice.
for
Age.
both teams as we get into round number 2, Mark.
Round number 2 is known as the.
Hey, I want my perfect round question. Where do I get that?
And ladies
Oh,
and
you got
gentlemen,
8?
Wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
We got a sponsor.
What'd you get?
Today's match.
5.
The
We're right
entire
there with the
wheel,
witching power.
Sponsored by beloved Schmoedown
Ah.
patron. Justin
We are keeping up.
Roby. Everybody watching or competing or hosting, give a round of applause. For
You like
Justin.
to see
Thank
it.
you so
You like
much
to see the
for your
keeping up.
patronage. We appreciate all
Yep.
of our Movie Schmoedown Patreon members. We also have a sponsored
Validation.
Yeah, something like that.
If either team spin new releases and decide to keep it for questioning, we'll say the name of that patron now. Now let's talk about that wheel because it is the wheel of fate, doom, and justice. Each team gets to spin at the wheel.
That's big, Christopher. I'm so glad that you're like still around and popping in here and hanging out with us and living to tell the tale. That's crazy, man.
Multiple choice. Ask us. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes.
That's a Widowmaker. I think is also what Kevin
This is
Smith
the team
had.
format, and it's in the Lawnmower Man virtual reality world. The opposite team that is not currently fielding questions will leave the stream.
So what
if
caused
there
him to
are any
change some
steals in
stuff
play.
around.
Once we bring the team back after questioning, we will ask them all of the.
I'm gonna guess that that's like one of the worst kinds.
So we're gonna
given
drop
the name
out.
Widowmaker.
Yeah,
Haley and Croy.
yeah.
All right,
It's
Kaiser, you got 60 seconds to talk to
it's
your
really
team
scary.
and
So
decide
surviving
if
it
you
is
wanna go first or second,
is
starting
an
now.
awesome thing.
You know, I called
Obviously.
the accounting department yesterday, and the Schmoedown, when I asked them where my check was, they said far and away. So I don't really know how to interpret that. But I'll hold out hope. What do you guys think? What are you feeling?
My preference is always second, if that's on the table.
Hey,
But
if that's your preference, Zip, then I can go either way.
Colonel Mohawk, you like that plan?
I like that. My fedoraed friend, Captain Fedora.
How much time do we have left? 'Cause
30
I'd like to talk about this paycheck issue, but maybe we can have that conversation
Talk about
offline.
it later. Yeah.
All right, so you want to go first, boys? What are we saying?
It's second.
Second.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why am I listening to your
That was
team?
the trick question.
Thank
Who's
you for
who's
translating,
managing-
Christian.
Who's managing this team, Christian? Me or
I
you?
don't know. I don't think you know.
All right,
It's
we're gonna
hard to
go-
hear with all the mushroom clouds and the going off in the background. So
Well, all right. Looks like the witching power is going to go first. All right. So, Kaiser, you
Wonderful.
will be able to stay in the waiting
I love
room.
their commitment to the
Your
bit.
Hands are up at all times. I'm sure you hear that often. And I'm going to put Zipper and Wit in the waiting room. But guys, you need to go into a separate room as we remove you now. Please go into the other room. Again, Kaiser, make sure your hands are visible. Otherwise, we will deduct your team a point.
I feel like
Thank you. So
with every team's match,
all right. So
it's going to get old,
here
but it must be
comes
said.
Koi
I cannot
and
wait till we're back in
Witching
the
Power.
studio.
All right. And if 60
I love what they're
seconds
doing, but I
starts,
can't wait till we're back in the studio. I'm sure they can't either. So
So first off, excellent work, Perry. I love that you immediately bounced back from I saw the moment of doubt and then remembered we're here to have fun, and you didn't let any of those. Thank you, Haley. Welcome back. No cold bones whatsoever. Diving back into the play.
I was going to say, we haven't seen Haley in a while, actually.
I don't think we've seen her since her match with Ethan that was done live.
And
I'm pretty sure, unless she's been. I mean, she might have been in some exhibitions or something.
Going first, I think this is a solid opportunity with the things on the wheel. I feel very strong about.
Jeez.
And I also like momentum, so I feel very good about
Oof.
going first in the wheel. How do you feel about that?
I'm in agreement.
That's scary there.
Chance, even though we're going first and one.
It's good job on that though so far.
It's great that it's going up, man.
It would have been a win-win for us. Either
Still,
way.
a bunch of love and prayers your way, brother.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the wheel. The wheel is up. Here's the first spin by the witching power.
Oh, you know they want horror.
Of course.
Horror. I have not answered enough horror questions since the last time we did a replay.
60 seconds to decide.
I'm gonna go ahead and spin that one again.
So that's the Roland Emmerich category.
Yeah.
Or negative. What's your instinct?
Roland Emmerich in the rock category.
This is probably one of the ones that I think I'm more positive on, but again, with the broad nature of the category,
Horror opponents.
in the middle on it.
Comedies 2000, Kurt Russell, Spinners, directors, Cohen, Julia Roberts, Crime.
Also, definitely do worse. So I'm a bit torn.
You can get horror, Kurt Russell, Spinner's Choice. New releases is good for Perry.
There's a 50% worse and 50%
There's at least 4 other categories on there that are probably better than Disaster for them.
I think I'm still in the middle of that curve.
I would spin it again.
That's the thing. If you're okay with it, like if it's a mid-level, do you spin again?
Boy, you're our coin. What do we do?
I would roll those dice.
I say spin again for the sake of hoping for better. I'm always optimistic. Let's dance. Let's see what happens.
What's up, AJ?
AJ.
Whatever they get here, they're going to have 6 questions in the realm of, and here is spin.
Hey, we've
I
seen
will
magic.
always hope we find something more.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. All right, Kurt Russell movies. It is Kurt Russell.
Was that better or worse for them? We'll find out.
I would think better just because you can get some of the
Please have your hands up.
you can at least get the thing in there.
Ladies, 6 questions.
Like some of the slight horror type of stuff.
Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China.
First question.
You can roll the dice and get some.
In what film will you find Bill Paxton and Sam Elliott playing Kurt Russell's brothers?
You've got nothing? Mm-mm. All right, I don't feel good about this. So multiple choice.
Yeah, I'll get it here.
A. Wyatt Earp. B.
Oh.
Soldier. C. Backdraft.
Soldier?
D. Tombstone.
Do you have any inkling?
Backdraft.
That's what my gut initially said. So I feel like the fact that you felt
Backdraft or Tombstone?
All right, A, final answer. A is an apple.
That is incorrect. So the opponents will have a 1-point steal opportunity. All right.
I need to watch Backdraft.
Question number 2. Here it is.
And Tombstone.
Kurt Russell plays a character.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Ego.
Yeah.
Volume
In
2.
what?
It's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah.
All right. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, final answer.
2 points. All right.
Every time they say final answer, I want to see some lights go.
In what
Yeah.
80s did Kurt Russell co-star with Meryl Streep?
Oh.
Don't know it off the top of my head. Do you?
I think it's.
I mean, we definitely do.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
100. I think that's a big steal. If I'm wrong.
I've been trying to incorporate more Westerns, but there's a couple that I want to start with.
Is it The Mean Season? B. Postcards from the Edge? C. Falling in Love?
Postcards from
Or
the
D,
Edge?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Stick with Salford. All right, D Silkwood. Final answer.
Okay.
That was actually my other thought.
There's a couple of westerns that I want to start with, but a lot of them haven't been streaming yet. So
yeah.
All right. Who directed Kurt Russell in the 1991 thriller
Backdraft?
I don't.
That's almost like a John McTiernan. He didn't do it, but it's almost like Rennie Harlan.
B. Tony Scott. C. Rennie Harlan. D.
Well,
Peter Hyde.
Do you have anything?
I think it could be Ron Howard also.
So for whatever reason, I wanted to say Tony Scott, but I really don't feel confident in it.
I don't know.
4.
You guys should go with it.
3.
Sure.
It's
All right.
Ron Howard.
Scott, final answer.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question here. That was question.
They're kind of battling their way through this one. I wonder if they would have done better on disaster films.
Probably.
Russell played a reporter in what 1985 film directed by Philip Borsos?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. A. Absence of Malice. B. Under
I
Fire.
don't even have a guess,
C,
honestly.
The Mean Season.
No.
D, Killing Fields.
I do know that The Killing Fields is about journalism.
Nice.
I think that's more than I have right now, so I like it.
Okay, D, The Killing Fields.
Oh, get it.
Well, hell.
So, our next one.
Disaster movies right now.
I know. We are really.
All right, here's the final one. Here's the final.
Something from The
question.
Thing.
Here it is.
Please.
What comedic
Nope.
actor stars opposite Kurt Russell as a character named Jack Dundee in the 1986 football comedy The Best of Times?
This is the worst of times that we
Josh
don't know
Brolin.
this one.
That'll be
Comedic actor.
Oh,
Is
I
it
don't know.
A. Billy Crystal.
Okay, comedic,
B.
yeah.
Steve Martin. C.
Chevy Chase.
D. Robin Williams.
Yeah, Chevy Chase feels right.
I got nothing.
It's either B or C.
I think Chevy Chase.
Any gut feeling?
5.
Not especially, no.
3.
Chevy Chase.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve Martin.
So,
Well, I know it's not Robin Williams.
there for the
No.
witching power after 6 questions. All right, we're going to give the opponents
Well,
an opportunity. for you guys
apparently,
to watch the steal opportunities.
Kurt Russell's not a strength of us either.
All right, so we're going to drop out.
Unless they want to ask more questions from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, right.
Guys, you're going to have some steal opportunities here.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay.
So let us start here. What I will do for multiple choice, I'm going to give you the question, the multiple choice, and let you know what your opponents chose that they got incorrect.
Yeah, see, Steigler says it is Robin
All
Williams.
Here is
Category is Kurt Russell.
yes, Kurt Russell. All right, here's the first question. In what film will you find Bill Paxton and Sam Elliott playing Kurt Russell's brothers? A. Wyatt Earp. B. Soldier. C. Backdraft. D. Tombstone. Your opponents chose Wyatt Earp.
Oh,
It's Tombstone, right?
it is. I mean, that's I see how they made that mistake. It's Tombstone.
Yep. Final answer, Tombstone.
Final answer, Tombstone.
Correct for a 1-point steal. All right.
That's
Makes
two
sense.
final answers. I believe that was their final answer.
Who directed
Yeah.
Kurt Russell in the 1991 thriller Backdraft?
Backdraft.
A. Ron Howard. B. Tony Scott. C. Rennie Harlan. D. Peter Hyams. Your opponents chose Tony Scott.
It would be the director of Far and Away. It would be Backdraft, right? I mean, I'm sorry, Ron Howard.
So we're going with Ron Howard.
Yeah, that was A, right? It was Ron Howard?
We can just say Ron Howard and it'll
5.
still. Final
4.
answer, Ron Howard.
Final answer, Ron Howard.
Correct for 1 point. All right.
I don't need no stinking letters.
You go. There it is.
Good old Ron Howie.
It's
Russell.
Ronnie Howard.
Whatever.
In what 1985 film directed by Philip Borsos was it? A. Absence of Malice. B, Under Fire. C, The Mean Season. D, The Killing Fields. Your opponents chose The Killing Fields.
Oh, wow.
85. Can we get those options again?
You can get the multiple one without it costing you a steal.
Can I get the multiple again?
Here's the interesting thing. Doing this virtually, they automatically tell you in this case what your opponents chose out of the 4. When it was in the studio, if you don't remember and you weren't paying attention, whew, SOL.
Yeah.
You have to remember what your opponents chose.
It's the only way to do it here, though.
The Killing Fields.
I think.
Yeah.
3.
What are we going with? Want to go Mean Season?
C.
1.
C. Final answer.
C. Final answer is correct for 1 point. The
Wow.
Mean Season.
Sorry, that was my first thought when we
Did
started.
they
and we
get
started
they get
having
every
the
single
conversation.
steal
I was
there?
like, whatever C was. 'Cause
All
Yeah.
right. So here is your
That's
final
good
steal
stuff.
opportunity. Final steal
Oh no, we got one more.
opportunity
Okay.
Here. What famous comedic actor stars opposite
Yeah,
Kurt
that's right.
Russell
I
as
think
a
it's Steve
character
Martin,
named Jack
but-
Dundee in the 1986 football comedy
Cyclo there
Best of
said
Times?
Robin Williams, so.
Is it A, Billy Crystal, B, Steve Martin, C, Chevy
Watch it be
Chase,
Billy Crystal.
D,
Nobody
Robin
got it
Williams?
right.
Your opponents chose
Yeah.
Chase.
It's D. Robin Williams. Do you concur? Zip.
Yeah, I concur.
What are we, corruption?
Correct for 1 more
There you
point.
go.
So all the steal opportunities, and you see yourselves now with an 18-16 lead as we bring up your wheel. We bring in Kaiser here. 60 seconds to discuss.
Well,
It's all in the reflexes, boys. It's all in the reflexes.
60 seconds here.
That was just their steals. They haven't had their second round yet.
Boys, we know what we like.
watch them get disaster films.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Things that scare us here, but let's give it a whirl. Let's see what we got. We got some good momentum.
Julia
We got
Roberts.
coming in
Julia
like the Banshee
Roberts.
Bandits that you are.
Horror.
Fresh
No.
water for LA.
That one doesn't work on a chant as a chant real well. Horror. Horror.
For the Misfits.
You'd have to change the cadence of it.
Fresh water for
Yeah.
the whole Los Angeles on the dump.
Oh, we're going to a 2-syllable word now. Oh, okay.
Those are the knockout range, but they might land on something. Directors, 60 seconds to decide. Starting now.
Personally, I don't like that category.
Nope.
Personally, I like that category a whole lot. What do you think, Zip?
I also like it.
Overruled, Kaiser.
A lot of the other stuff on here.
I think
kinda
so. I
say
see
we
a
go
lot
for
of
it.
things I'd rather have directors. Let's go with directors.
Okay, just real quick before you just so you know, they're gonna go deep on you. You know, he's gonna pull out some sneaky crap on you. So as
Phrasing.
long as you're ready for it and can get him in the multiple choice, which I think you can.
That's the thing.
Yeah, see, I love Robin Williams also, and I don't remember that movie. So apparently, I'm nowhere near as big a Robin Williams fan as I thought.
We will go final answer directors on the wheel.
There's a couple Robin Williams
All right,
movies
so
that I feel like I
remove
intentionally put
Kaiser.
into a blind
All right,
spot,
so
like
we are
1
now
hour
gonna
photo.
Ask both Perry and Haley to.
But I've
move
seen that.
to the room, and they will move to the other room. And Coy, you can stay. Make sure that your hands are up, please. And
That reminds me, I want to rewatch
get word
Bicentennial,
once
man.
Haley and Perry have joined the other room.
I want to go watch like the Robin Williams movies I haven't actually seen.
The other room here.
I rewatched
and the
Mrs. Doubtfire the other day.
Misfits
Just
are ready.
such a delightful movie.
That's right, Christian. If you give me a second, I'm still recovering from the massive amount of leadership we just witnessed from Kaiser telling his competitors.
I think there was like a was it that Legal Eagle, the lawyer, reacts to Mrs. Doubtfire saying like what crimes he actually committed. It's hilarious.
A bunch of
The
them.
Misfits enjoying
Yeah.
3 points. They're round number 2 in the world of directors. Gentlemen, your first question of 6 for 2 points. Who directed the 2003 sports biopic Seabiscuit?
Hands up, Adam, please.
It's Gary Ross.
Yeah.
Who?
You agree?
I concur.
I concur. Gary Ross.
2 points for the Misfits.
Eat your heart out, Mike and
They lead by
Chance.
4.
All right, here's the next question mark.
All right, gentlemen, for 2 more points. Who directed the family classic Willy Wonka?
Oh man. I'll know it if they go multiple choice.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think we should go to
Multiple choice. Yeah.
Uh,
All right, for 1 point, here's your 4 options. Is it A, Roald Dahl, B, Guy Hamilton, C, Mel Stewart?
I think Mel Stewart, yeah. Yeah,
I
Mel
think
Stewart.
either Guy Hamilton or Alan Parker.
I think
It's not Alan Parker.
That seems to predate him, maybe, but also I just don't think that's.
Want to go Guy Hamilton?
Let's go Guy Hamilton.
Final answer, Guy Hamilton.
Final answer.
All right, that is incorrect.
Okay.
So at the end of this round, Witching Power will have an opportunity to steal that point, which could loom large. We now move to your next question, your third in round number 2. In directors, who directed the 2014 biopic
was that Angelina Jolie?
No.
Or is that Clint Eastwood?
That was Angelina
Oh,
Jolie.
that is Angelina Jolie. I was getting confused with that Steven Soderbergh movie that he filmed on the iPhone.
You don't tell me no when I'm right.
Have an answer.
Wait, but that's what I was doing. I got it confused with the Steven Soderbergh movie he filmed on the iPhone.
Care. You don't tell me no when I'm right.
Is it A, Angelina Jolie?
Oh, shut up.
B, Bayona?
Yeah, no, it's Angelina Jolie.
Jane Campion, or D, Scott Hicks?
Let's go, Angelina.
Good job.
Final answer, Angelina Jolie.
Final answer.
That's another point for
I was gonna say, like, yeah, no.
All right, so that
I know
was
this one.
question number 4, I believe. That was 3. That was 3. Here's number
Don't make me
4.
second guess myself and tell me no. What's wrong with
5-point
you?
lead.
Get out of here.
For a 7-point lead, possibly. Gentlemen, who directed 2001's
John Singleton.
The Fast and the Furious?
The first one?
Yep.
Are you sure?
It's the director of
Nope.
Daylight. It's the
Yeah, no. He
what
did the
is
second
his
one,
name?
I think.
Yeah.
Well, then, just because Rain wants to say Justin Lin, but I think that's wrong. So
It's not Justin Lin.
No.
All right, for a point.
It's not John Singleton.
Is it A,
Dominic
West,
Sena.
B, John Singleton?
Well,
B, Dominic Sena, or D, Rob Cohen?
oh, is it Rob Cohen?
Rob Cohen.
Rob Cohen.
Yeah. Okay.
Final answer.
That gives them a point, Christian,
Yeah.
and they're up to a 6-point lead.
All right, here's question number 5. Here's question number 5.
That's right. And now we are out of knockout range, but they can still take a sizable lead and possibly have a chance at a TKO in round 3.
Ooh, directors is rough.
Directors.
It can be.
Who directed the 2014 Disney adaptation Maleficent?
Also Angelina Jolie. I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
Angelina.
No, I'd know it if I heard it.
Yeah.
Who
God,
directed-
they're really asking some movies that don't exist. Let's go multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Your options for a point. Is it A, James Bobbin? B,
It's
Robert
Bill
Shaw,
Condon or Rob Marshall.
C, Bill Condon, or D,
I think it's Bill
Rob
Condon.
Marshall?
I think so too.
I think it's James Bobbin.
What movie are we talking about again?
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Nice.
I don't think it's James Bond. Is it?
Do you think it's Condon or Marshall? Because I don't think it's Bill Condon.
4.
I don't think
Do you
it's
want to ask for a
Condon.
repeat? Or do you
Repeat the
want
question.
All right, first one.
All right, your question. Who directed the 2014 Disney adaptation Maleficent? Your multiple choice options for a point. Is it A, James
Yeah,
Bobbin?
I believe it's Bill Condon.
C, Bill Condon, or D, Rob Marshall?
It's either Condon or Marshall.
Rob Marshall? Jeez.
It could, but I
I
feel
guess
like
we
I
go
would
with James
prefer that.
Bobbin. Has he had that big?
5.
If you have a better guess,
4.
I don't.
okay. James Bobbin.
James Bobbin.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
So that's
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
1-point steal opportunity for the Witching Power. And now we move to your
I think
final
Perry will
question.
get that one right. That's more in
Number
the
two, World of Directors for 2 points.
6 years away, but it's more in the new
Directed
release
the
category.
1990 classic.
Chris Columbus.
Yeah.
Chris Columbus, right? Do we concur?
Yeah.
Chris Columbus. Final answer.
That gets them some momentum going into round 3. Christian, 2 more points
Yep.
for the
All right, so a big
Good job,
round there for the Misfits. Only missed 2 questions, but they had so many steals. Plus,
So Christopher says it's Robert.
All right, I move. You guys are going to bring back the Witching Power and give them the opportunity
Okay.
to steal back. Once you can stay in the waiting room while they do so.
What a
All
unique
right, so
situation we're
bring
in
back the
here.
Witching Power, give me steal those 2 points if they can. So that was.
Where have I heard
it
those
was a
names
good
before?
round. It was a
I
smart
don't
round.
know.
Even Adam had set it to zip at that point. We can play around a little bit here if we need to. So, all right, now here are Perry and Haley. Perry and Haley, you guys have the opportunity
The sound
to steal
of
2
popping into
points.
the room.
Your opponents went down to multiple choice. You will get the questions and the answer that they chose that was incorrect. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here
yeah.
it is. First one.
Category directors.
Thank you. Directors is the category, and here's the first one. Who directed the family classic Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Is it A, Roald Dahl, B, Guy Hamilton. C, Mel Stewart. D, Alan Parker. Your opponents chose Guy Hamilton.
Damn, that's what I was gonna go for. What was the? Do you remember what the last one is?
Alan Parker.
That was the only other one that I was like, maybe.
Likewise, might as well if we both thought that.
Okay. D, final answer.
It's incorrect. Looking for Mel Stewart. Mel Stewart was the answer for that one. All right, and here's
It was a guy named Mel.
Who directed the 2014 Disney adaptation Maleficent? Is it A, James Bobbin, B, Robert Stromberg, C, Bill Condon, D, Rob Marshall? Your opponents chose James Bobbin.
I think if it's not James Bobbin, it might be B because I don't think it's the last two.
I also thought B. Let's see how that turns out this time.
B, final answer.
That's correct. Robert Stromberg for 1
There you
point.
go.
So steal and we get ourselves to 24-17.
So
24
keeping track of this, if at any time you're curious, Robert is always the right one.
Back Kaiser, we bring back Coy, and we see ourselves going into the third round where the Misfits have a 24-17 lead. All right, Mark, round number 3.
That's right. It's a 7-point lead for the Misfits, but plenty of opportunity for the Witching Power to get back in the ball game. Round 3 could be the round that will determine the match once we go to sudden death overtime. Each team is going to give us a series of numbers. We need 3 numbers from each of you. They may range from 1 to 20. You may not pick the same number as the opposing team because each number corresponds to a different corner of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, know-how. Your first number is going to be your 2-point question. Then you have a 3-point question and a 5-point question. This is the team format. So while there is no penalty for missing a question and no stealing in round 3,
Here's the thing. I would actually really like to see either one of these teams going through the tournament.
members, you may not.
It's kind of weird that this is the play-in.
We'll tell you the category, the 2-pointer.
Yeah.
To take it from the
I'm wondering what is it that determines that? I'm guessing like the combined strength of the team based on rankings or something, but
So because
I don't know.
enjoying a 7
I think everybody
of the Witching
would have thought the same as I kind of do, which is you would think it would be deception versus category 1
Do you have
or
any,
category
uh,
category
numbers
9,
on-
category
my
9.
number's
That's
19.
it.
yeah. Well, because Deception's a completely rookie team.
Numbers in a
Yeah.
row might get us,
And then category 9 features a rookie player.
What's your lucky number?
Yeah.
And then somebody who's not played in teams before.
Every time I try to
Brandon Hanna.
guess it, it ends up screwing me. So 19 is good.
15.
That's a pretty good lead they have here, though.
One.
That's a
Yeah.
7-point lead. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
The Misfits and
That is
Witching Power.
It is pretty
You
good.
want to pick first, Hallie?
Yeah, let's do 6 for the number of cats we have between you, me, and Coy.
I'm going to go with 7 because it's a cool number.
Nice.
Final one.
Coy, you want to pick it?
Let's go with 20 because it's the last one we could pick.
Let's do it.
All right. So
Can we
have-
change one of our numbers?
No. 19, 15, and 1 for
Yeah, give it a shot.
7.
Doesn't hurt to
and
try.
20. All right. So
We'll get free far and away DVD Blu-rays at the end of this match, like presents for everybody.
60
I actually
seconds.
had that on Blu-ray.
This
Can
is
I
your
borrow it?
guys.
But have you watched it?
All right. You don't want to use it. You don't go. Guys, we 60 seconds.
Can I borrow it?
We're going into the final round. We're looking good.
Christian's like trying to wrangle in this circus. What's going on here?
Favorite blanket, so he's all comfortable with.
I
He's
got a
got
dog.
Nice new fresh haircut. Things are looking
Borrowing movies from your friends and neighbors. The early days of piracy.
I need you guys to Party City.
More or less.
Hey, don't forget, guys. It's a very silly thing we're doing here.
If anybody sees Furiosa, let her know I miss her.
Perfect.
We all miss
Let's
her.
go. Let's go.
All right. All right. So we are going to now let Coy have 60 seconds to talk to the Witching Power.
I say that's a proper use of time, and most
So
people would think
that
I'm being
second round
sarcastic,
was
but I
just
think that
about
was a good use of
category.
time.
You played impeccably. Everything you knew. You used the actual rules of the game to get as far as you could, and then you were able to steal. Our last point is a point in the right direction. We had the momentum going into this. You were playing exceptionally well. That just wasn't our category. How you feel?
Your positivity is everything right now. I feel like it's hard to get so down about round 2 when we literally said that was the only category we weren't going to be happy with, and that's what we won.
I feel like Coy chooses his people based on like How good is your movie knowledge? Okay, it's good. Cool. Now, the last thing I'm going to need you to do is smile for me.
I mean, I feel betrayed.
Okay, you're on.
If you can hold a smile, if you're a positive person, you are on my team.
Coming back under pressure.
Only positive people, only happy positive people
we are
here.
not in KO range. Let's get these points. Let's win this thing and be unexpected. Let's take care of it like witches.
3, 2, 1. All right. I'm going to drop the managers out. And we are
I don't think he has one person on his team that can't hold a smile like,
all right, so
like a
we're going to
superstar.
Put the teams together. All right, here we go. So we start with the Witching Power, who chose category number 6. That's the realm of comedy. So for the 2-pointer, who would like to take the 2-point question?
What do you think, Haley? Me or you?
I think you might have a better shot.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest comedy person.
All right, I will take this one.
All right, Perry Nemiroff's going to take the 2-pointer.
I think we did.
Correct. That is not
in the realm of comedy.
Yeah.
What is the role of Harry Dunn in Dumb and Dumber?
Jeff Daniels.
2 points.
Yeah.
All right. So Perry gets herself 2 points.
Was this a speed round? Jeez.
Feels like it. Who's going to get it first?
Haley, you chose category 7, 3-pointer, in the realm of Leonardo DiCaprio films.
Leo.
All right, here is the question. In the film Titanic, who plays Rose's wealthy fiance, Cal Hockley?
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane,
yeah. I was trying to remember Zoolander, like, listen to your friend Billy Zane.
Yeah. You can confer on this question, same as in round number
Back in the
2.
day, he was like my pick
answer.
to play Vision in an Avengers movie. Yeah, that was my back in the day pick.
However,
just because of how good he looked playing the Phantom, even though that movie's terrible.
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of translates over.
Here it is. Category 20, chosen by your manager, would be 90s movies.
Ooh.
90s movies for the 5-point.
That's the 1990s.
With 3 JTEs left, here is.
They did make movies in the 1890s, so I mean, you don't know.
None that would be asked about on here.
Probably not.
What singer makes a cameo appearance?
White Wedding.
Appearance on the plane.
White Wedding.
The wedding singer.
The guy who sung White Wedding.
No, not Bowie. That's not Bowie.
Billy Idol. Yes.
Like 100%. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Billy Idol.
That is correct.
I like how Zipper's up there like, yeah, you got it right.
27. One thing I remember about that movie.
They avoided the.
Look at that.
White Wedding, Rebel Yell. What's his name?
24.
Yeah.
The Misfits have an opportunity here, though.
Now the Misfits got to answer
game back here. And
at least 2 questions or just the 5-pointer
number 19
in order to win.
Number 19.
They did that, Christian, and this category that could pull them within a point of.
I mean, they could tie it at 0.3 if they don't answer 2 or 5.
Director makes a lot of neat movies, and he.
Let's go to sudden death. That makes for a great game.
That'd be great. Yeah.
How do you feel, Adam?
Apparently not.
Either one of us could get that. But how are you feeling on Scorsese?
I've seen like just over.
But it's a 2-pointer.
You know, he's made a ton, so there is definitely a chunk that
I feel great on Scorsese at a 2-pointer.
Yeah, I feel pretty good at Scorsese on a 2-pointer.
All right. 19. And here we go. So here is the
Scorsese 5-pointer. Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
19. Bernie Kosar's number. Now it's Scorsese movies for 2 points. More than one. Here is your Martin Scorsese question.
Hands up, Adam.
Who plays Naomi, the second wife of Leonardo DiCaprio?
Margot Robbie.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
I mean, given my name right here, I'm just quick to spout out Robbie, but
yeah. Robbie, Bobbert, Bob.
Not Bobbert. What? No.
What was that third one?
4. 3.
Bobbert?
Question.
Second one.
All right. 2 points. Who plays Naomi, the second wife of
Was Naomi LaPaglia or something like that?
Wall Street?
Sure.
That's a good movie. I love Wolf of the Wall Street.
Is Naomi
5,
Tanya?
4, 3,
Yeah.
1. Nothing.
All right, we're looking for Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Naomi
All right,
Tanya
so-
Quinzel.
Well, now instead of winning
Yeah.
the game with 3,
It's her full
they
name.
can tie the game with the 3. They can tie the game with the 3 here. Should Eric Zipper, it is 3-pointer here, Mark, and that was category, number 15.
That hurts if you don't get the
15,
2-pointer there. So
and there's going to be a 3-point question in the world of new releases.
they've got to hit both of them,
Movies that came out in the last 12 to 18 months before the apocalypse.
or try to win it on a sudden
Here's
death.
your
Which, yikes!
For the time, which 2020 film stars Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield?
I feel like I've heard of this.
Isn't that a? Is that a?
The Lovebirds.
No.
Final answer?
Actually,
that's it. Ran out of time.
Final answer.
That is incorrect.
I think it's Antebellum, right?
Or The Photograph.
Oh, okay. I guess Antebellum's too recent.
All right.
wasn't Issa Rae in the Lovebirds though? It was her and Kumail Nanjiani.
This 5.
I think so.
In order to win the game. If they hit it, they win.
What was it?
If they miss, then the
What?
witch power will
Okay,
go
never
on
mind.
to play
Photograph.
fathers.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. They chose category number 1, Mark.
They did number 1 with a bullet, literally, because it's crime movies.
Oh man, here we go.
Ooh.
As crime. Wait, is that what it was? Crime movies? Okay, crime movies. Sorry.
And gentlemen, this will determine the outcome of the match. You get the question right, you win, you advance. Get the question wrong, the witching power will be doing the advancing. 5 points. Here's
Comes down to this. Wow.
Pablo Schreiber, O'Shea Jackson Jr., 50 Cent, and Cooper Andrews have roles in what recent crime film?
Oh man.
Okay. O'Shea Jackson Jr. 50 Cent.
I have no idea.
Directed movie. Cutthroat City is the only one I think it could be.
4.
Can we use a
3.
repeat, please?
All right. Last repeat.
All right, this is in the category of crime movies for 5 points. Pablo Schreiber, O'Shea Jackson Jr., 50 Cent, and Cooper Andrews.
Pablo Schreiber is Liev Schreiber's brother.
Yeah.
Who was known as Porn Stash on Orange is the New Black.
That's my best guess. Is that is
Ice
very-
Cube Jr.
Going to blank.
5, 4.
Final answer, Cutthroat City.
And your winner
Wow.
to the next round.
Who is it?
The Witching Power.
Ooh.
The answer, Mark, was Den of Thieves. Den of Thieves was the answer. Big win here. All right, guys, we're going to remove him here for a moment, and we're going to bring back Corey Jandrew, wherever the hell Corey went. I think his internet went out. I don't even know if he knows what happened. What a comeback. We haven't seen a comeback like this since Ben Bateman and Merle played. You guys advance here, and it was absolutely
that is
insane
a
what
comeback.
happened here because
Don't call it a comeback. I'm calling it a comeback.
Knew that Margot Robbie question afterwards, and it looked like they both knew the Den of Thieves question afterwards. So Perry, the magic seems to be continuing with you. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm so shocked right
Dewey's
now.
a good luck
I don't
charm.
know what to say, because as much as I'm trying to stay
Kitty
positive,
cats generally are.
fun. I was very disappointed when we got that Kurt Russell category, and we said to ourselves that was the one we didn't want, and then we basically blew the second round. But clearly, we know.
they were
know our stuff,
behind
and
what,
I
7
think we
points
proved
there?
that well enough in round 1 and round 3, and now we
Between
still
the
have
two
a
of them?
lot
3.
Haley, so look,
It was like what, 17 to 24. Yeah, they were down like 7 points going into round 3.
Yeah.
Your positivity is good.
That's
Did you think
usually
it was over
a,
going into round number 3.
It's not impossible, but it's
I mean, that's a
typically
pretty
unlikely.
difference.
Come back.
Odds were low. I was a little downtrodden.
Yeah, I was there for all of it, and then my computer.
I have a feeling you're gonna see that.
So the only
If I were a betting man, this would be what I would call a sure thing.
Actually, Kurt Russell. I was actually very, very personally offended by how that went down, and I feel a great piece.
I was waiting for a Big Trouble in Little China question the entire time.
So literally, I heard the annual.
I was waiting for the thing.
Switching, and then it cut out because all of my stuff overheated. So I only knew, and then I scrambled, got a microphone. Can I just say that was exactly how I knew you'd play, except for a category that we were worried about from the beginning, and that was exactly how we knew they'd play.
They will never miss on Kurt Russell again.
So
Nope.
confident, I'm so proud. Whether or not that went our way or not, that was exactly how I wanted us to go. I'm glad we won. But what an incredible match from both parties. You guys are champions.
Perry Emmeroff, you have been playing really well.
I'm gonna
this
say,
season.
I'm
had
just
yourself
gonna
in the
say this.
exhibition match. You played in.
I believe
the match against Kalinowski,
next
against
year
Riley,
Kaiser's
in
going to
the
be coming
horror
back with a
free-for-all.
force.
I mean, there's all of these things that you've done so far, and you start up
Yeah.
here. And
I
now
think
you're going up to
Kaiser's
play
taken
Damo
enough
and
L's this
John
season
Roca.
that
You've played against
it's
some of these
going to light a
lot of
fire
people in the past here too.
in the
What
dungeon
is it going to be like now facing the former champion
that we
Steve
haven't seen
Merle and,
since
John Roca?
I don't know,
It's
last season with
weird,
Smets.
like not even just Collider colleagues,
So-
but it's weird to think about at this point how many Schmoedown champions I will have played, because I never thought it would be possible. You guys used to see me sitting behind the scenes going through questions, and I used to watch, the Dan
Excuse me,
Merles,
last
the
season
John
with
Rocas, the
Smets and
Mark Rileys
Oyama,
of the
because
world
Oyama got the
play,
belt
have fun, and win
during that
Schmoedown.
season too.
And I just sat there and watched, and now I'm actually in the ring with them.
Yes, I know he lost.
It's kind of weird.
I ignore that part.
And there is nobody that I would
Oh, details.
that with.
He still went on an amazing run to get to the belt in his rookie season, so that's what I care about there.
The separate knowledge, I think today really proved that everyone said pairing these two horror experts together would be just a horror-centric knowledge, but we only had like one or two horror questions, and I really think this
Yeah, but if they had spun horror,
how well they play together, how well
this match would have been over a long time ago.
they know the contents of the game. So I just overall I feel like all
They would have nailed all the way through their round two, and it would have been.
we just bested.
It would have hit. I wouldn't say over. It would have been a lot closer.
Really good coach.
A lot closer.
I mean, it looks like you guys are working really well together. Mark, did you had something?
I was just going to add that. Remember,
Y'all, if y'all got any questions, comments, get those in. Streamlabs.com/cinefanatics.
Finally, it took two witches.
We're going to be talking about our bracket here in a minute.
We're gonna listen to your friend Billy Zane.
Like Zane now, but look,
Yeah, there it is. There's the comment I was thinking of.
It's funny because that steal turned out to be pretty big for you guys when you came back in there to be able to get that extra point, stay alive, because it looked like it was like knockout. This is one of the biggest comebacks in Schmoedown history because it looked like you were about to be knocked out and it was going to be over. You're able to steal that point because your opponents had a lot of steals off of you. They had a really good second round. They're playing great, and they just unfortunately missed their questions in all their questions in round number 3.
Well,
kind of ultimately sunk them. But I don't know. I just think that Coy.
Guess I'm gonna have to eat a burger tonight.
Do you give
Ooh,
them
that does sound
going
good.
into the
Yeah,
tournament now,
pizza.
John Roca and
It's
and
not what I
Dan
had
Merle.
planned to eat tonight, but it does sound delicious.
We're only gonna.
I'm always down for a burger.
because it's overall knowledge that we're focusing on.
Pizza,
It's not
burger,
a
wings.
Specificity. That's why we were a little worried about the broad strokes.
The holy trinity of food.
Kept disaster. So I think when we go into
If
the
at any
second
point I
round,
say
we'll
I'm
have a
hungry and you
little
put
bit
one of
more
those in front of my face, I will be satisfied.
confidence is there going
You
into
will
it.
scarf.
Specifics, 'cause I know
The scarfing will commence.
And it will be, we will scarf hard.
escalating the amount of stuff we research, and it's going to be focusing on the confidence of how they played in round 1.
Scarf
and 2,
hard
because I
too.
love that
Scarf
they
harder.
bounced back. I love that at no point was I really worried. I meant what I said.
Scarf hard, electric boogaloo.
Conor McGregor, Mystic Mac. How you
A good
play
day to
confidence,
scarf
how you
hard.
make things happen, how you manifest things, how you go. And I think the same. Like everyone doubted us. Everyone doubted Perry with Kalinowski.
Scarf
Everyone
hard.
thought they were gonna play the Founding
Yeah,
Fathers. The Founding
scarf
Fathers
hard.
do
Live
have
free
kinks.
and
The
scarf
Founding
hard.
Fathers have lost this year.
Absolutely.
The Founding Fathers do have kinks in the armor.
This is a
and
stupid
I think
bit.
We're gonna find them. We're gonna exploit them. We're
I'm
gonna
actually
train
kind of enjoying it.
And a lot of people won't think that's even possible, and that's gonna be even more fun to win.
All right, so congratulations here to both Haley and to Perry and to the Quirky Merch.
I mean, honestly, that's why I like Rogue One so much.
Points, and look how big that smile is on Perry Nemroff's face.
Because the planet at the end was Scarf.
Another match there. Congratulations, Haley. Congratulations, Perry and Quirky Merch. The Witching Power advancing
that horror movie Scarf, and then it was Scarf 2, the second Scarf.
Congratulations.
I love Al Pacino because he played Scarface.
Mark, I gotta say goodbye to you, my friend. You got to jump real quick.
Yeah, it's not because I don't want to field any more questions about Kaiser and that mysterious Western Union, but congratulations to the Misfits. They played a hell of a game, and I will say Kaiser coached a game.
Favorite season is winter.
Credit goes
because I can wear a scarf.
To the Witching Power. Amazing.
Saw where that was going.
More of them in the tournament. Christian, I trust you to ask the gentleman your best attempt at a question, and then whatever.
Guys, this is top tier content we're doing so in a Streamlabs. Seriously.
Good riddance.
All right, Kaiser. Oops, that's not Kaiser.
What was that M. Night Shyamalan movie where people ate themselves to death? It was The Scarfening.
This was something. It was a big match for you guys.
Well, there went the chances of the Streamlabs.
Extremely well in that second round. The questions, the way that you played together, and then the steals. And then it looked like once that question hit with Margot Robbie, Adam, it all went down.
So are we, Andre. And Andres, so are we.
Knew each other threes.
I don't know if
It's
anyone
working.
knows
That's why
the
he
photograph.
didn't
I
get to
feel
spoil
that
this match
movie
for us.
kind of came and went like many movies in 2020 that got weird releases.
Also, it's his
that got lost in the
it's his
shuffle.
crew here, and he probably didn't want to relive the
But
entire
yeah,
thing.
Margot Robbie. I know, Adam. You said before that names sometimes just.
That just was a total name.
I don't know if you're
fart.
old enough. Do you remember that cartoon Thundercats?
Margot Robbie. Of course we know.
What was the little pet that they had? What was his name?
I'm gonna go with Scarf.
His Scarf.
Leonardo DiCaprio, and I couldn't pull it. I didn't want to waste our last repeat.
Right. Well,
Which leads me down to this track.
And speaking
It's
of
actually Snarf, but I mean,
yeah.
also means to eat. Snarf, yeah.
Hey, what are we doing tonight, Brian?
JT, you might have gotten it.
Same thing we do everything, Pinky.
Question,
Oh yeah, try to take over the world. Scarf.
Yeah.
Okay.
50 Cent was also in Cutthroat City.
You need to
and
learn
50
the
Cent was
art
the only
of.
person in there that I knew was in
I
the
picked up what you were laying down. I know.
And so it just wasn't.
Yes, Andres, you can spoil it. The Witching Power won.
Recent enough.
Spoilers.
Wait,
Well,
what?
I mean, so
They
look,
did?
So Kaiser, again, this
Dang
just
it.
seems to be that the chips didn't fall for the dungeon this season at all. Just like there was a lot of, I mean, it had
Chips.
nothing to do with not having good competitors because everybody that you had played really well. I mean, the Misfits played incredible.
He apparently has to go by that now for the remainder of the year because of a nice, solid donation that was dropped on SCN Live today.
You know what it is? This faction doesn't care about you. This faction doesn't
From
care
someone
about
I went to school with.
doesn't care about any but
It
ourselves.
was interesting.
Okay? So that's the first thing everybody better understand. We're not your heroes. We're not your friends. Okay, we don't like any of you. And these managers better be on blast because I'm creating
It's a good thing we love you, Andres.
of evil next year. I'm going after all your players. You heard me, Roxy. You heard me, Tom, because I've had enough of this. I mean, I got to get like Keith Stanfield's senior film at USC, and then all of a sudden Billy Zane, in the most popular movie of all time. I've had enough. I'll see you in 2021.
Oh,
there it is.
Just left. Well, where's everybody else? All right. Well, Kaiser took off.
He's a man of many words.
Yeah, it seems like it. But look, you guys.
It is.
So let me ask this. Now that Kaiser's not here, Zip, you played.
It's the call
you
out.
played in multiple
Kaiser's
divisions.
Kaiser's going to get himself ready
great
for next
run in
year.
all those divisions. I was listening to the rundown over the weekend.
Just
By the
saying.
way, we're dungeon heads.
Just saying, Kaiser.
might have to
If
go
you want
somewhere
to mix
else.
things up a little bit.
I don't know, man. You know, obviously, I've gotten a lot out of being.
We've been watching for many years.
But
We know how to play the game.
Is like, as you can see from the mask, this isn't just because I don't want people.
And I like
to see
Sean.
what I said. I'm ready to just like
And burgers.
into
And burgers.
society and
I can
fully
make a
show
really good burger.
And who knows?
I can drink a really good Shiner.
My talents, yeah.
When I
Okay.
come back, you know?
My talents to the dungeon could be more than just movie trivia, but also like to point out
Because the thought of making it to the
we're
end
good
is
virtually here.
unfathomable. Like 2020 feels like it's going to stretch on forever. So I can't say whether I'll stay with Kaiser or not. Who knows? I think I will, but nothing means anything anymore. The world is meaningless and life is plain. So whatever.
uplifting speech there by Zipper. Whit, how about yourself? How do you feel about the dungeon, and what's the future for it, and what's the future with you?
Well, I think I landed in the right place. As I've said, there's two types of people in the classroom. Those that sit up front and raise their hands, and those are the ones that sit in the back and trade Fangoria magazines. A dungeon is the sit in the back and trade Fangoria magazines and get D's or charm their way up to a C minus. But so I feel perfectly comfortable in the dungeon and the people that we're playing with here. And I got a few Lakeith Stanfield movies to watch. But other than that, I think. I don't know. I think that the dungeon's got a lot of good going on in it. It's a lot of players that didn't win that did incredibly well. And I think it's a good crew of people. I think we all landed with the right people. So frankly, I hope we all stay together because we got pretty strong together training each other this year. And we're all, despite this loss or the last loss, we're all way better than we were at the beginning of the season as a faction.
I agree. I mean, you guys, it definitely is.
How can you not love Adam Witt?
And Zip, I will say this about you, my friend here. You have
that's one
extraordinarily
delightful,
well
positive, great man right there.
Very well, and it seems to me that you have upped your game tremendously from everything. And I've seen great players in the past who just had that season right before they break out to other greatest. I think of Ben Bateman
with fantastic hair too.
Mark Riley. I think of Dan Murrell when he came back. So this is maybe a stepping stone here for taking all those big hits and then having a great season come season 8.
I hope so, man. Thank you. I really do hope so. One of these days, the way that I play is going to translate into wins. It has to happen eventually, right?
I believe that it will. So, Eric Zipper,
statistically speaking,
Wynn, thank you guys for.
He was doing really good in the IG tournament. So
and we will see you guys. Well, we'll see you guys soon, but we'll see you play next season. So, thank you very much to Adam Witt and to the Z-Man. All right, so that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the match between the Witching Power and the Misfits, with the Witching Power taking the victory once again, 27-24 over, and coming back, a massive comeback. And we see ourselves with a Founding Fathers Witching Power match for the first round. For Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So going into our brackets here.
Wait, already? You just
Well, yeah. So I mean,
okay.
Witching Power did fantastic. That was a great comeback. We mentioned this during the reaction. Yeah, I'm eager to see what else Kaiser and the Dungeon can do. So yeah. I mean, I feel like we said everything we really need to say about this match during the match.
That's true.
So looking at the brackets, this is the way that the brackets are. So I want to kind of like quickly run through this and just try to figure out who do we think has this going for it. So
I love picking out choices for all these in case we ever get these people on the show and then we have to explain away the fact that we didn't pick them.
Yeah. So going with Tom and Paul versus Final Exam, who do you got for that?
I want to say we're going Final Exam here.
That's what I agree with also. Of course, we just saw we're going to have Founding Fathers versus Witching Power.
Yep.
So, I mean, I feel like that one.
So here's the thing about that one is, I mean, you saw the fact that Witching Power had to play a comeback game here. You can't play a comeback game against Founding Fathers. You have to be on top of your game the entire game through. I mean, it's Dan Murrell and John Roca, two legends of the game. I have to say that I think it's going to be Founding Fathers. I think that's honestly the easy pick here.
Yeah. We got, was it Odd Couple versus Category 9?
Odd Couple have been former teams champions, and they're going up against somebody who hasn't played teams before, has only played in IG, and then Jader, who is good and probably would be very good on a team. The problem here is that it is a very established team that knows what they're doing, that have been prior champions before, going up against an unestablished team. I'm going Odd Couple on this one.
Yeah. And then finally, we got Deception versus the Lethal Weapons. This is probably going to be the one I would say is the most...
This is the talked about one right here.
Yeah. That's going to be a fun one to watch.
This is the talked about one because you have Ethan Irwin, who is obviously an established champion, an established property. He knows what he's doing. He's one of the like S tier players of this game right now. But within one tournament, Adam Collins has proved why he, at the very least, is making a fight to be in that S tier too. And this is his rookie season. To be able to do so, he's only missed a handful of questions, not even that many, in his entire he's had 6 or 7 wins now in a row.
If you're including the horror free for all,
yeah, does that even include the horror free for all? Yeah, so I would have normally said Ethan Irwin and Andrew Guy here, because that's a good combination, and Ethan Irwin is an S tier player. Andrew Guy is fantastic also in terms of being able to be that backup needed on a team for sure. But I think we got to go Deception on this one, because Marisol's good and Adam Collins is just tearing it up right now.
Yeah. So Deception. So that's going to put us back on the left-hand side. That puts us at Final Exam versus Founding Fathers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going the full bracket here, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
Final Exam versus Founding Fathers. I feel like I gotta go to Founding Fathers on that one.
Yeah. And then, so that right side, that puts us at Odd Couple versus Deception.
Ooh, we get Adam Collins versus Jeff Snyder again.
I will tell you, also, because I've kind of already pre-filled out this bracket, I will tell you, I'm probably going to be leaning more towards Deception again, just getting the edge on this.
I think that's a good pick. I think that's a good pick just because, again, you're looking at Adam Collins. Adam Collins has already beaten Snyder, which doesn't necessarily mean one thing or the other, but as a whole, I think Deception is going to edge out and be the stronger team here.
Yeah. So basically, from the Cinefanatics, here's what our bracket looks like. So, yeah, Founding Fathers versus Deception in the finals. I am eager to see this because that means it's going to be all Dan and Adam Collins against each other all day long.
But that's the finals. So which one of these teams are we seeing going up against Shazam and Spectacular? That's the big question.
Oh, that's right. That's not even going to be at Spectacular. Man. I mean, okay, if that's the way this goes, Deception and Founding Fathers in the finals, that is easily like Spectacular level battle right there.
That's at the very least a live event main event.
Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be great. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm hoping it comes down to. Please, nobody break our bracket because I want to see that. I mean, more power to y'all if y'all break it. Cool. I mean, awesome. I like seeing brackets broken because that means we underestimated someone. And I love that.
I will say that category 9 could actually be a dark horse here.
True.
I mean, just because I'm pegging them as an untested team just coming together for the first time here, and Brandon Hanna not having played in singles or teams doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't going to kill it right out of the gate.
I'm expecting this to go much like the singles tournament, in which the singles tournament ended with people that we had no idea or any clue that were going to be in the semifinals of it.
Yeah.
On into the finals. I believe this could potentially do that as well. So while that's what I would like to see, that's what I'm hoping to see, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm surprised.
That's surprising.
Yeah. Anyways, that's our bracket for that. So we're going to start wrapping this up. If y'all have any other final questions, comments, make sure to drop those in. Okay. Again, make sure you follow us at Cinefanatics MLP, Robert Adams MLP, Chris Adams MLP. Coming up this week, we do have on Tuesday, we skipped this past Tuesday because it was election night, and technically it's still election night for all intents and purposes right now, so who knows. But we skipped the tagline this past Tuesday. We will be back this coming Tuesday with The Tagline, a show where the tagline is the title. It's our flagship show. We talk about movies, movie news, all the going ins and outs of movies. So come back for that. That will be this Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Central Time.
It's still election night.
It's still election night. Cool. Nothing's changed while we're streaming because there was nothing more I'd like to show the people than my actual reaction to the election results. But you're not going to get to see that because, well, America. Anyways. We do also have, let's see, what is today? Friday. So next week we will also have more of the Schmoedown replay. That is the show that you are watching currently as we continue pressing on through the teams tournament. We got some great episodes coming up next week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. The number one thing I do really want to point out next, not this weekend, next weekend. We've talked about this before, but now it's starting to come into the final week, and we actually got some graphics to go along with it. Next weekend, the 14th and the 15th, will be the Smash-a-thon. That is the 24-hour, I think it's like more than 24 hours at this point. It's at least a 24-hour stream in support of Kevin Smets and everything that he's going through. All the after shows and like Schmoedown adjacent content, we're all coming together for this massive stream. The stuff that's being put together right now is going to blow your freaking mind, and I absolutely cannot wait for this. Next weekend, starting Saturday the 14th, that's going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific time, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Follow all of the after shows because this is more likely going to be on, I believe it's going to be on a non-affiliated YouTube channel as of right now, so it's not going to be on any one specific YouTube channel. So stay tuned. Again, make sure you follow us, Certain Point of View, C2A, Let's Get Ready to Talk Schmoedown, and all the others. Make sure you follow all of us on social media to stay up to date as to when that's going to happen. But yeah, next weekend, it's going to be a blast. I'm off for the whole weekend, so we're going to have some fun. Anyways, yeah, that's what's coming up for us. And
Smash Cancer.
Oh, absolutely. We need to actually put that in the banner. But anyways, we will do that. Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. That's coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
yeah.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this Schmoedown replay. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here in the chat. It's been great doing this because we haven't done this since like the horror free-for-all, and then before that was the singles tournament. It does kind of feel like it's been a while since we've done a Schmoedown replay. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We can't wait to see y'all again next week. A lot more stuff coming. So anyways, that's going to do it for tonight.
And as always, Yodi for Chronic.
Yodi for Chronic. And join our Patreon. New stuff coming there. We will elaborate later, but
please join the Patreon.
Anyways, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all all have a great evening and good night.
I need $1.
Later.
See ya.